What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Flames back at it again with another Bible reading video. Today, I'm about to be reading out of Deuteronomy chapter 23. Without further ado, let's get right to it, man. Chapter 23. Those excluded from the assembly. No one whose testicles are crushed or whose male organ is cut off shall enter the assembly of the Lord. Is that saying like transgender people back then? Was that a thing back then? I don't know. It's kind of a crazy way to start off a chapter. No one born of a forbidden union may enter this assembly of the Lord, even the 10th generation. None of his descendants may enter the assembly of the Lord. No Ammonite or Moabite may enter the assembly of the Lord, even to the 10th generation. Jeez. 10th generation. I believe those were the descendants a lot when the daughters their father, and then it was the descendants of the two I'm pretty sure. Um, so God, just doesn't like their people, and they worship these, terrible, deities. Um, even to the 10th generation, none of them may enter the assembly of the Lord forever. That's why, like, even now to this day, like stuff that your parents did, like it's not your fault, but doors that your family's opened, for instance, with my family, on there's stuff on both sides of my family, but like on my mom's side of the family, I had to renounce a bunch of the evil stuff, the um witchcraft stuff like that, bad stuff, right? Let me show my word real quick. Bad stuff. Um, and it affects people born later on, and this is an example. The bad things that came from this generation of people, God is punishing them 10 generations. 10 generations. That is a very, I mean, it's like 600 years, 700 years. So yeah, um, none of them may enter the assembly of the Lord forever, because they did not meet you with bread and with water on the way when you came out of Egypt. Oh yeah, they rejected him. They made him go around. And because they hired you against Balaam the son of Beor from Pether of Me Mesopotamia to curse you. Remember, they hired that prophet who had the ability to curse people, to curse Israelites, and he blessed them and cursed them because he said he had to listen to God. But the Lord your God would not listen to Balaam. Instead, the Lord your God turned the curse into a blessing for you, because the Lord your God loved you. You shall not seek their peace or their prosperity all your days forever. You shall not abhor an Edomite, for he is your brother. You shall not abhor an Egyptian, because you were a sojourner in his land. Children born to them in the 3rd generation may enter the assembly of the Lord. So they're punished less due to the events that happened were as severe as what he thinks of the Moabites and the Ammonites. Uncleanliness in the camp. When you are encamped against your enemies, then you shall keep yourself from every evil thing. If a man among you becomes unclean because of a nocturnal emission, then he shall go outside the camp. He shall not come inside the camp. But when evening occurs, he shall bathe himself in water, and as the sun sets, he may come inside the camp. So, like, maybe that's referring to like if they're at war with somebody, I would assume. You shall have a place outside the camp, and you shall go out of it. And you shall have a trowel with your tools. And when you sit down outside, you shall dig a hole with it, and turn back and cover up your excrement. Because the Lord your God walks in the midst of your camp, to deliver you and to give up your enemies before you. Therefore your camp must be holy, so that he may not see anything indecent among you and turn away from you. Miscellaneous laws. You shall not give up to his master a slave who has escaped from his master to you. He shall dwell with you in your midst, in the place that he shall choose within one of your towns. Wherever it suits him, you shall not wrong him. None of the daughters of Israel shall be a colt prostitute, and none of the sons of Israel shall be a colt prostitute. You shall not bring the fee, the prostitute, or the wages of a dog into the house of the Lord your God in payment for any vow, for both of those are an abomination to the Lord your God. You shall not charge interest on loans to your brother, interest on money, interest on food, interest on anything that is lent for interest. You shall charge a foreigner interest, but you may not charge your brother interest, that the Lord your God may bless you in all that you undertake in the land that you are entering to take possession of it. So that's even why, to this day, the Jewish people are so locked in, because this is their Torah, even though a lot of them aren't even reading it. This is why they're so close together and why they make so much money together. Number one, because they're close as a people. Number two, because the Lord has blessed them financially. Even further back that we've read already, the Lord blesses the Israelites financially to this day. And that's why they're such wealthy people. Not necessarily because they're greedy, it's just they're blessed. Let's see. If you make a vow to the Lord your God, you shall not delay fulfilling it, for the Lord your God will surely require it of you, and you will be guilty of sin. But if you refrain from vowing, you will not be guilty of sin. You shall be careful to do what has passed your lips, for you have voluntarily vowed to the Lord your God what you have promised with your mouth. If you go to your neighbor's vineyard, you may eat your fill of grapes. So I'm gonna go back to that before. Gotta be very careful saying I gotta be very careful saying stuff like that. I feel like that's a trick of the devil that has made that such a common occurrence, or putting stuff on God, stuff like that. You just gotta be very careful because the tongue has the power of life and death. You gotta be careful what you say. You gotta be careful what comes out of your mouth. When you say something, when you're agreeing to something, that's why, it's not good to be sarcastic. It's not good to lie, because what you say matters. And it says power of life and death. It doesn't say it has a lot of power. It says life and death. What has more power than life and death? So you just got to be very careful to watch your tongue. And that's why the whole book of Proverbs, not the whole book, but a lot of it is just basically telling you to shut up. Stop talking so much. Just got to be careful on what you say. You use little words. Don't, and it always talks about the fool, right? The fool, someone who just sits there and talks all the time. Have you ever heard somebody just sit there and talk and talk and talk and talk, and you're just like, bro, yeah. But we just gotta watch what we say, and watch what we see, and watch what we hear. You may eat your fill of grapes, as many as you wish, but you shall not put any in your bag. If you go into your neighbor's standing grain, you may pluck the ears with your hand, but you shall not put a sickle to your neighbor's standing grain. So, just like if you're borrowing from somebody, don't be greedy, essentially. But yeah, that'll be it for this chapter. I really, really appreciate y'all for watching. Thank y'all so much. Need y'all to pray for me. You know, um, I got a few days off of work, and I really just it's been really hard for me to get out of this room. Like I was gonna go play basketball. Like I don't even play basketball anymore, bro. I used to play basketball every single day. And it's psychologically, it's you're supposed to have a third place or you'll go insane. Just school and home or work and home. You gotta have a third place. I don't have that third place. And somebody suggested to me I need to find a church. Like it's probably a good idea, but I just need y'all to pray for me to give me motivation to be able to do more things because I've been moving depressed. I'm not depressed, but I've been moving like it. Um, just over the last few days, and this is no way for I don't want to be cooped up in here all the time. So um, I appreciate y'all for watching. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. And I'm gonna catch y'all here in a sec. I'm about to make this chapter 24 video. Love y'all. Take care. God bless. Peace.